Remember geometry or algebra? No. You're going to wish you paid attention. It's very simple. This is a third-dimensional graph, length, width, and height. It creates, physical structures. So that's the game on planet Earth prior to 2012. It was the game of separation from Source. In most holy books, it's referred to as the fall. It was the best way those people could describe it. But it was a game that we all devised to become the furthest outpost from Source that we could, so that Source could know itself in myriad forms. So we set out to explore what that felt like to be so separated from Source that we could not remember who we were. It was like a giant game of hide and seek from ourselves. All right. In this world of separation is all the duality. Them, us, bad, good, all of those polar opposites. And that's the world we've been maneuvering in, that we all know, and we have a lot of momentum going in that direction. But in 2012, that game ended, and the energies to support that game went away. All right, so there's also more on planet Earth, because it's a quantum experience here as well. It's multidimensional. But it's only multidimensional when? In the past or the present? Because that's time. It's only multidimensional now. Right now. Now is the only moment you have access to this vertical connection. So when you're ruminating in the future and ruminating in the past and fussing, and you're not in the now. So I want everybody to take a giant breath, because your breath brings you right back to right now. Right now. And there is only ever now. There's not a series of moments in time, in a linear time. Now, there's only now. So this is a lot to wrap our third dimension minds around, but that's why we have to grow them. So anyway, so the multidimensional is not detected by your physical senses, but it is detected, and you're hardwired into this multidimensional system by what do you suppose? The feminine aspect of you. That's the part that's intuitive. That's the part that's knowing. That's the part that's loving. That's the sensitive, creative. So it's imperative that the men of the world develop their feminine side so that it will balance the masculine. And that's the imbalance we've been in. And we want to move out of the duality and into the new game, which is unity consciousness, the consciousness of oneness, the consciousness of knowing that I am you and you are me, and that tree is me, and all of it, because it all has its origin in this field of consciousness. That is the original cause. So how else do you know that you're connected? I like this. Anybody get goosebumps? When you're saying something and it's true and you get chill bumps through your body, that's your innate, that's your smart body. It's not wired into your brain, your blood and tissue brain. This is an energetic field that is connected to the all that is. Your knowing. How about your autonomic nervous system? Something breathes you all the day long. Did you ever think what that is? You are hardwired in this physical body into the all that is, and it keeps you going. Inspiration. Everybody gets this information in the field is out there for everybody. That's why patents are up, sometimes come up that people are developing the same thing at the same time, because the information is out there for anybody who's ready to step into it and create it in the physical world. Every religion points to the same quantum field. Apart from that, they became mostly of human mind creation. So in this time, feel the purity of your own connection whenever you get those chill bumps, whenever you get that inspiration, whenever that connection to you feels like you're in the zone, Tiger Woods or LeBron James, Those guys are in the zone. They're like vertically connected. You have that same capacity. Religion attempted to point to that connection. And now you can have that connection directly. Directly, everybody. That's how we're all created equal. We all are an equal chip of source energy, and we all have equal access to it, and the laws of the universe obey each one of us exactly the same. All right, so the multidimensional quantum field is the system, and it includes everything, all that is, in every dimension, and we're guessing there's 12, in every universe, and yes, there's more than one, every galaxy, every star system, including planet Earth, including mankind, including every person, including every cell in your body, including every microbe in bee, every living thing is all connected to this quantum field. And that's what's so elegant about it. Oh, and you. So that's the most important part, is you weren't left behind. You are completely involved in this. All right, so now the new game is the realization of oneness. Each individual's realization of oneness and connection with all that is. AKA, we call it awakening, we call it ascension, we call it enlightenment, but it's connectedness in this quantum field. But this quantum field is a different physics than Newtonian physics. Guess what it is? Quantum physics. And that's why we don't know anything about it, because our physicists have been baffled by what they can see. And when things don't behave the way they're supposed to, i.e. a miracle, they don't get it. But there is science now that is coming in to underpin this. Because at each level, there's a different set of quantum physics rules. So at quantum level, let's say consciousness level 4, 5, the rules start shifting in quantum fields. But you have access to this now. Does anybody remember the movie Contact with Jodie Foster? Mm-hmm. Do you remember that machine that they had her make? They were making, and she had a camera on her head. She was an astronaut, and they were watching her do this launch, and they dropped her unit through this portal, and everybody watching saw it just fall down. That's Newtonian physics. And she, in the tube, had this incredible journey that she filmed. She went through wormholes, she went through novas and galaxies and silence. She landed into another dimension where her father was. That is the perfect metaphor for now in the vertical alignment, because all these levels of consciousness are filled with beings. They're just vibrating at a higher frequency than we are. They're there. We're not alone. So it's about this quantum move upward, a vertical upward, which you again can only access when? Now. 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 Okay. So if you'll notice, it's the best graph I could find on Google. But if you'll notice, it is still within the XYZ axis, which is third dimension, but all those other dimensions are contained within it. So they're right here. And if we had the high enough frequency of our own mind and vibration, we would perceive them. We would perceive them. So there's many things stacked in this space.